Hello, it's me, Meme. In this video, I wanted to do a little wrap-up of the beginning of the year and also tell you about my arc journey, which I am really excited about, so stay tuned on the second part of the video for that. My amount of reading since the beginning of the year is not very impressive, and I'm going to tell you why. First, it's been almost 2 months since I have started this channel. It's been really nice, but it's also taking a lot of my time that I will otherwise spend reading. So that's why I have only read, I think, 4 or 5 books since the beginning. The other reason is that I am a mood reader. I am always reading like at least 15 books at a time, and sometimes it will take me months or even years to finish one if I'm not really in the mood for it in that moment. The third reason is that I have started a 1000 pages book, so of course it's taking a lot of time. And the final reason is that I have received my first arc, and I am very happy about it. It was one of the purpose of this channel, and I am very excited to talk to you about that and explain a little how I got them. So let's begin with the wrap-up of the beginning of the year. The first book that I read this year was What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. I don't have the copy because I lent it to a friend. It's about a knight who is called by old friends because strange things are happening in his castle. I really loved the atmosphere, the characters, of course the main character, but also the secondary, like Miss Potter or Angus and even the horse. They were all quite well done. I also liked the mycology focus. It was very interesting. There is some repetition in the writing. Some turn of phrases are a little overused, but overall I really enjoyed it. And I am looking forward to read the other 2 of the series. And I give it 4.25 stars, and it might go up. I am still thinking about it. I learned that this book was inspired by The Fall of the House of Usher by Edgar Allan Poe, which I had never read. I realize, of course, that it's like a pillar of literature, that it must have influenced a lot of books after that, but frankly I can understand why T. Kingfisher thought that it would be interesting to have more explanation about what's going on, because in this short story, it's only about 30 pages. It's really short, and you really don't know what's happening. It could just be a medical error, so it was a nice little atmospheric read, but it didn't blow my mind. I have given it 3.5 stars. After that, I read Stoneyard Devotional by Charlotte Wood on my e-reader still. At first I loved that book, the quiet pacing, it was really relaxing. But toward the middle, I felt like the different memories that the narrator shares are maybe irrelevant and don't really connect with the whole story. Nevertheless, overall, it was a very well-written book with an interesting setting, and I give it 4.5 stars. The last book that I read outside of the arcs was Never Whistle at Night. I have made a whole video about this because I loved it so much. I will give you the link here, and I have given it 5 stars, and I would have given it 6 stars if it was possible, because it was really, really amazing. Please check it out. As I was telling you, as a mood reader, I am always reading a lot of books at the same time. Some that I am actively reading right now are, for example, People from My Neighborhood by Hiromi Kawakami, which is a collection of interconnected short stories. And I am reading 1 or 2 at a time between other books. I have also started the audiobook of Junie by Erin Crosby Eckstein. It's very well narrated by Angel Penn, and it's set in the 1816 in Alabama, really just before the beginning of the Civil War, and I really like it so far. I will really recommend the audiobook because she is doing a very great narrating job. I am also at around 50% of the audiobook of Babel by R.F. Kuang, and I don't know if I'm the only one, but I am really struggling with this one. I am reading it for like 6 months and I really can't get into it. I don't know. Let me know if it's just me or if because I love the yellow face, so I am a little disappointed to not like this one much, but maybe it will come with time. I hope that I will finish it one day. And finally, the 1000-page book that I was telling you about is Alchemist by Sen-Lin Wu. I know that a lot of people are talking about it right now. I am actually loving it more than I thought I would because I'm really not a romance fan. I don't read either a lot of fantasy, but it's quite good. I am just a little... I have mixed feeling about the whole ethical thing, but I might tell you more about that later. And I am also about 50% into it. I have printed the maps. Yes, I am that kind of reader, of course. Let me know if you have read it and if you like it. Now is the time to talk about the ARC, the Advanced Reader Copy. I am very happy to have been able to lend a few. They are all digital versions, so I will put the pictures behind me. The first one that I received is Hollow Inside by Asako Otani. It's from Pushkin Press and it's released on May 5. So I can't tell you a lot about it, but it's about a woman who is working in a big company in Tokyo. She is quite dissatisfied with her life and she is also sharing a flat with another woman. The second one that I read was A Beast Slings Toward Beijing by Alice Evelyn Wang. It was amazing. It's a wonderful book. The story starts with Kianze, who is living in New York City. Her life is turned upside down when her father reappears after being missing since she was 14. He is deeply traumatized by his youth during Mao Cultural Revolution, and he starts to tell his story and the story of his family. We are following 3 generations, all destroyed by war, violence, and colonialism. Pain, shame, guilt, and hurt materialize through mythical creature. This novel is about inherited trauma and how you spend all your life seeking your parents' love and approval. I wasn't expecting the magical realism because I usually try to go into a book blind. but I found it very appropriate. The writing is immersive and beautiful. It's a very impressive text for such a young author, and even if at the beginning the timeline and all the characters confuse me a little, at the end it's very well tied up. I learned a lot about a part of history that I didn't know enough about, and I should have. Mao's Cultural Revolution, and also the Japanese occupation of China. I felt the same way as when I was reading Pachinko. I became very attached to the characters, and it was sometimes very hard and sad to read about all that they have to go through. You should read this if you like family saga, learning about history, flawed and realistic characters, sharp, thought-provoking and incisive writing, and crying. I give it 4.5 stars because it was just too sad for me. It should have been a 5, but I don't especially enjoy crying while reading a book, even if I know that a lot of people do. It's published by Dead Ink Books, and it's released on February 19. Also from Dead Ink Books, which is a publisher that I am starting to like very much. I am reading right now Decomposition book by Sarah Van Os. It's set to be released on May 7, in the UK. It's the story of two women, Savannah, who is battling with anxiety and OCD, and Ava, who is doing a trek with two friends and get lost in the woods. While walking in the forest behind her house, Savannah stumbled upon the body of Ava, and she found in a backpack next to her a notebook when Ava has related all that happened to her. And so Savannah decides to read the notebook and get to know Ava better. I think that I can honestly say that I have never been so gripped by the first pages of a book, and I read a lot. I am about 40% into the ebook, and I really enjoy it. It's quite funny, and I hope that I will love the rest of the book as much. I can't wait to read it. It's very hard to put it down. So what I forget to mention is that all those ebooks are provided by NetGalley. I just had to create an account and a profile, and all those were pre-approved books, which means that I could just download them and read them with nothing else required. But I am very happy to tell you that I have been approved for 2 books, and the first one is Astronaut by Oana Aristid. It's published by Headline and Wildfire and is set to release on March 26. The official synopsis says that it's both a detective novel and a coming-of-age set in communism Romania in 1989. And the other one is I Know a Place by Nat Cassidy. It was one of the most requested books on NetGalley, so I felt really lucky to have been granted this one. It's a collection of horror short stories, and it's published by Shortwave Publishing, and it's set to release on May 5. I am looking forward to read these 2 and to tell you more when I will be able to around the publication date. I have also sent a few emails to some publishers to request a specific book, but unfortunately I haven't heard from any of them, but I guess it's natural since I am still a beginner in the reviewing business. I don't know if you can call it that. And if you have any questions about how I get those arcs or about NetGalley in general, don't hesitate to ask. I will be very happy to talk about it. If you have read any of those, please tell me what you thought about them. Also, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It's really helpful. And keep reading.